Hello, my brothers and my sisters, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? I hope you're feeling great, and we have a fantabulous show for you as we share with you Faith Over Fear. This is Faith Over Fear. You're listening to Faith Over Fear, and I am Dr. Mable Scott, better known on radio as Mable, your princess of poetry and praise. Thank you so much again for being with us. We're going to be talking about faith over fear, but we're going to focus today on something a little different, the blues. I know you're probably sitting back trying to figure out the blues. What does the blues have to do with faith over fear? Well, I hope this caught your attention because I'd love for you to listen and actively listen to what we're about to say so you can see the correlation that we thought about and that was dropped in our spirit this week. Not too long ago, CBS did a special highlighting Motown Records and Motown record label, the Motown music, musicians, the writers, producers, the directors and singers, and of course, the one who put it all together, the founder of the Motown record label, Mr. Berry Gordy. During my entire childhood and young adult life, Motown music was a great part of what I heard and saw just everywhere you go. In fact, for dozens and dozens of years, Motown in Detroit, Michigan, was the biggest earning black business in America, producing pop, R&B, rock and roll, doo-wop, and soul music. Music for America, music for the world, soul music. Motown music produced the greats. And not only should we say in the past tense, but in the present tense and probably in the future tense, because so much of the music from back in the day is now part of major musical productions and plays and films and movies and all kinds of documentaries, commercials. Listen, just some of the really, really good commercials in the background. That music, you know what it is and where it came from. Motown music. But Motown produced some top leaders like the Jackson 5, Diana Ross and the Supremes, Stevie Wonder, the Temptations, Smokey Robinson, Marvin Gaye, the Four Tops, Gladys Knight, Jackie Wilson, the Miracles, Martha and the Vandellas, and many, 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 many more. But what really caught my attention when I was looking at this special on Motown Records was the superstar Diana Ross and Berry Gordy's hot hit film of 1972, Lady Sings the Blues. That might be one of my favorite movies, Lady Sings the Blues. It's about the legendary jazz and blues singer, Billie Holiday. Lady Sings the Blues was a movie that brought back so many memories of my grandparents, great-grandparents, aunts, uncles, and senior citizens who helped to shape my life because they shared so many of the songs that Billie Holiday made into hits. Growing up, I kept hearing words and lyrics and tunes connected to Billie Holiday. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. And that was my grandmother's way of urging and encouraging and motivating me to always do my very best in school because you need to be an independent adult, working, being able to take care of yourself and to provide a living and to always be able to say, I can do it. I'm going to make it. But Lady Sings the Blues, this movie fit right into the moving, motivating atmosphere I grew up in every day since, I guess, I was a toddler, I was a preschooler, every day on Beale Street in Memphis, Tennessee, and seeing the legendary Handy's Park, the legendary home of the blues. This was because as a toddler growing up and as a preschooler, they didn't have preschools and all of that when I was little, so I had to go to work with my grandmother who worked for my uncle. My uncle was a dentist, and his office was right across the street from Handy's Park. Handy's Park had this gigantic, super tall bronze monument of the father of the blues playing his trumpet, the one and only Professor W.C. Handy, the father of the blues. All around Handy's Park and up and down Beale Street was like being at the Mardi Gras every day. Excitement, fun, food, fellowship, family, shopping, dancing, eating, hearing the blues and hearing the gospel virtually in the air everywhere, up and down and all around the historic Beale Street in Memphis, Tennessee. There were single people singing and groups and duos and trios and quartets, and they sang and they played and they shared their souls on Beale Street, home of the blues. There were sick and lame and blind and handicapped. Many of them had harmonicas, guitars, banjos, tambourines, flutes, ukuleles, and just clapping their hands, singing their hearts out. In front of all these musicians and singers would always be a little silver tin cup, or maybe a worn out old cigar box, awaiting passerbys to stop, look, listen, enjoy, and then make sure you drop some coins to help them to eat and make it another day. You could hear the coins go ka-ching, ka-ching in the worn-out, dented tin cups, but they were still sturdy enough to hold pennies and nickels and dimes and quarters and sometimes even silver dollars. And that meant, hey, this is like winning the lottery. Occasionally, some real rich dudes may pass by with perfectly coiffed hair, a tailored suit, alligator shoes, a big diamond ring, and a sweet-smelling cigar. And if they stopped to hear and to sing and to dance along with the beat of the music for a moment, and maybe even sing and move a little bit from side to side, the singers and musicians were overjoyed because they knew the personal serenade that they were doing would really be worth their while. If one of those rich dudes stopped by, thank God for the handicap, for those who are barely making it, because they knew one of those rich dudes could afford to drop $1 or $2 or more in the cigar box, and that would certainly help go toward paying the rent, buying groceries, and getting some medicine. These singers, these musicians were producing some of the best free music you could ever want to enjoy. They were singing and playing the blues about life that had pain and strife. The blues, cold and dreary days that kept on coming. The blues, these changes. The blues, beatings and batterings. The blues, pains and problems. The blues, delays and denials. The blues, hurts, struggles, strifes. The blues, misfortunes, difficulties, challenges. The blues, crises, and the unexpected that kept coming and coming and coming. And yet, with all of these changes, the blues never stopped. It didn't stop the musicians and the singers from singing and playing and crooning on the corners of the historic Beale Street. The blues, the blues, the blues. And I can hear Diana Ross singing Billie Holiday's song, Lady Sings the Blues. She got them bad. She feels so sad. Wants the world to know just what the blues is all about. Lady sings the blues. She tells her side, nothing to hide. Now the world will know just what the blues is all about. 'Cause the blues ain't nothing but a pain in your heart when you get a bad start, when you and your man have to part. I ain't gonna just sit around and cry, and now I won't die because I love him. And Lady sings the blues. She got 'em bad. She feels so sad. The world will know she never gonna sing them no more. And Billie Holiday brought to life for me in that 1972 movie, Lady Sings the Blues, what Billie Holiday was really all about. And I saw this beautiful black woman, Billie Holiday, slender frame, big beautiful hair, and just a gorgeous, colorful, vibrant, fresh flower pinned to the side of her hair, singing, "Good morning, heartache, you old gloomy sight. Good morning, heartache, thought we said goodbye last night. I turned and tossed until it seemed we had gone, but here you are with the dawn. Wish I forget you, but you're here to stay. It seems I met you when my love went away. Now every day I stop, I'm saying to you, good morning, heartache, what's new? Stop haunting me now. Can't shake you no how. Just leave me alone. I got those Monday blues straight to Sunday blues. Good morning, heartache. Here we go again. Good morning, heartache. You're the one who know me when. Well, I might as well get used to you hanging around. Good morning, heartache. Sit down." Billie Holiday sang Good Morning, Holiday, and she sang about her pain, and she sang about the blues with her relationships and her life and stuff that simply kept stabbing her in the heart. This was her repertoire, the blues, singing about racism and bigotry and segregation and man's inhumanity to man and the beatings and the lynchings and the inequalities. Billie Holiday singing the blues. Billie Holiday singing the blues. The disappointments, the deaths, the chains, the pains, the struggles, the blues. Billie Holiday singing blues, the blues.